7 unexpected Zepbound surprises taking Zepbound 2.5 milligrams in my first month. Hi, beautiful friends. I'm Elizabeth, Countess of Shopping. I have lost over 98 pounds the last 23 months. I just finished my 22 months, and then this is my going on my 23rd month. With the medication, I started off on Mounjaro. But because of the Mounjaro shortage, moved to Zepbound. Because of the Zepbound shortage, moved to Tirzepatide compound. Back over to Zepbound. Zepbound and Mounjaro are the same thing. So if you're taking Mounjaro for type 2 diabetes or Zepbound for chronic obesity management, same thing. They're both active ingredients, Tirzepatide, just 2 different FDA approvals, and that can relate to your insurance company and things like that. But let's go ahead and dive in to these 7 unexpected surprises I encountered taking Zepbound and Mounjaro when I first started that I wish I had known. And when I first started, people thought I had 5 heads. I don't know if you've already gotten that or not. I did not tell anybody I knew I was on the medication. Just started posting about it on the internet, but no one in my family knew really until I was on Oprah. And then when I was on Oprah, I'm like, cat's out of the bag. Cat is out of the bag that I'm actually on this medication. And popping up on the Oprah show, I was like, oh, surprise. Surprise, I actually am taking this medication and it's worked incredibly well for me. Number 1 was putting my fork down. It's literally within the first couple of days. Now, these first 2 ones I'm going to talk about, if you don't experience those, there's nothing wrong with you. Everyone's body is different on these. And I also have to give the disclaimer, I don't give medical advice. I am not a medical person at all, simply my experience, strength, and hope to hopefully help encourage you. But putting my fork down, and I was not hungry. That was profound for me. And if you've experienced this, it may very well be profound for you. From somebody who has chronic obesity management, who could not stop eating. Everyone would be like, oh, just stop eating, eat less calories. That to me was the most anxiety producing situation, being morbidly obese, of, oh, just stop eating. Just feel that hunger. Just feel that. No, boo. That I'm not like that at all. No, thank you. I don't sign up for that. So putting my fork down was number 1. That was incredibly unexpected for me. Within the first couple of days to experience that, I did not think that that was going to happen for me. For you, that may not happen. I also want to help set expectations. You may not experience that. But for me, the first time, and it may take you a higher dose to experience that, right? Like Zepbound 2.5 milligrams, it's the starting dose. And so you may need a higher dose. It's the loading dose. You may need a higher dose on it. I immediately experienced it. And that was legit life-changing for me. Like, that can happen? Is this what normal people, and I use air quotes because there's no normal people. It's just like normal is a dishwasher setting. It's not for human beings. Putting my fork down and being like, I ate a half of plate of food. That to me was wild. Wild, wild, wild. And that same component of my portion sizes went from like this and getting a second helping to like half of the plate. I'm like, who is this person? Who's not a part of the clean plate club anymore? Who doesn't get second helpings? Like, to actually have to get a to-go box. Like, are you kidding me? I didn't snarf it down as quickly as I could. And now to be able to be like, I get a to-go box, that was profound within like the first week for me. Within the first month, but really in the first week also, this was the second unexpected surprise for me taking Zepbound 2.5 milligrams, was the food chatter stopped. It was like Silent Night. Like all is calm, all is bright. I'm like, what is going on here? To have that pause, to have that reprieve of not having the food chatter. And if you don't know, food chatter, food noise, there's a lot of different ways you can say it, is where the mindset was revolved around food. And I don't know about you, but I am a highly productive woman. I'm a wife, I'm a mom. Those are my most important titles, but I have owned multiple multi-million-dollar companies that I've started from scratch and built them to multi-million-dollar companies. And so being highly productive for me, having thoughts that were not productive, like food chatter, food noise, very annoying. As much as I tried to do manifestations and prayers and meditations and all of these things to help calm my brain, it didn't work until having GLP-1 medication, because I have a GLP-1 deficiency. Now, people, when I say that, get a little bit confused, and I don't want to confuse you. I want to encourage you. But for me, taking a GLP-1 medication, there's no test, there's no, to my knowledge, blood panel or things like that to measure a GLP-1 deficiency. I know I have a GLP-1 deficiency because I take a GLP-1. This is a GLP-1 because of the hormone that is affected from taking this medication. And so for me, that's why I say I'm GLP-1 deficient, because I'm taking a GLP-1 that I'm to help with the deficiency, which is why I say that. But that confuses some people sometimes, and I don't want to confuse you. But making that food chatter stop. That then for me, it created this opening and this space of all of these extra in my brain, things my businesses have dramatically improved as a result of taking this medication and being way more productive because my thoughts weren't consumed with food and food chatter noise. And if you don't know what that is, I have a ton of other videos. Click that like and subscribe button, and you can also see some of those other videos more specifically on food chatter and food noise. But having that clearing then opened up, okay, so what do I fill that clearing with? That for me is one of the most profound things that have happened for me of taking GLP-1 medication, from taking Zepbound and Mounjaro. Number 3 of surprises, number 3 of my Zepbound surprises I was not expecting, surprise, was the side effects. I feel like we've gotten inundated in the media with the severe side effects, and there are some gnarly severe ones. Less than 1% of the population has those. My source on that, because I do like to be factually accurate, was when I was on the Oprah show. The doctors from the Cleveland Clinic talked about those. That's who I'm citing for that specific fact. But most folks have the common ones that are diarrhea, nausea, constipation. For me, I'm adding in also fatigue. I'm seeing more people talk about Zepbound fatigue and Mounjaro fatigue now. I experienced that at the beginning of being like, why am I so tired? Or why is my tummy having these side effects? That is also totally normal. I hope your healthcare provider, before they prescribed you this medication, walked through with you some things to expect that are totally common and totally normal. Honey, I will take diarrhea or nausea or vomiting or constipation or fatigue any day to have the benefits that I've had and to have the life changes that I've had, to be able to ride roller coasters now and go horseback riding and to do some really, really cool stuff physically that I've never been able, that I haven't been able to do in decades. It's like I'm like a little kid again. And so I will take those. But number 3 was the side effects. I wish I had been more prepared. And so I've shared in other videos, I have underneath my sink a bunch of things that I'm ready. Like if the diarrhea comes, and you can see my Amazon shopping list linked in the description link below, and all my free resources. I've got a ton of free resources for you, like a free encouragement group, a free meal plan that a dietitian, a GLP-1 dietitian created. But also one of the biggest things I recommend, and before taking any supplements, talk to your own healthcare provider, but I highly recommend Bioptimizers Magnesium Breakthrough because of the profound benefits it's had for me. I was taking another magnesium before. I actually got it on Amazon. I don't buy any of my supplements on Amazon. I buy them directly from vendors. But Bioptimizers Magnesium has 7 types of magnesium in it. The one I was taking before had just 1. And so the 7 types, big difference. No more constipation for me. That is not part of my repertoire of things because of Bioptimizers. My sleep, massively jacked, and I have the data to prove it. I have the Oura Ring. I also have the Google Pixel Watch I'm testing right now, so you can see that in a later video. But the Oura Ring, I actually have my sleep data, and I can go back, and I have gone back, and I've done a whole Oura Ring sleep data episode from taking Bioptimizers to not taking Bioptimizers. And so it's made a big difference for me. Anxiety, muscle recovery, also because I'm lifting now as a result. And so over 70% of people are magnesium deficient. This is what the pill size looks like, which I appreciate. It's an easy pill. I take 2 of them at night. When I first started, I took a little bit more, and then I kind of tapered down. Bioptimizers follow the directions that they give. It's made a big difference. So in the description link below, use the discount code QUEEN. They do have other amazing products. I'm obsessed with their company. I've tried a lot. And here at Countess of Shopping, I have the privilege to test a lot of products to tell you what's good and what's garbage. This is Countess of Shopping approved. It's one of my favorites. I absolutely love it. My first week of Zepbound, I wish I had started with this as opposed to the other magnesium I was taking, because the other one only had 1. I would have had to take 7 different types of pills to have what is just included in this one with Bioptimizers. So for the entire month of November 2024, you can unlock a $100 worth in free gifts using the discount code QUEEN, QUEEN. The link is down in the description link below with Bioptimizers. In addition, there is a 3-product bundle for one of my favorite things. It has on there with the Mushroom Breakthrough, which I use in my coffee a lot, but I've been using it recently included into my protein pudding, but it's the Mushroom Breakthrough. Caramel is my favorite. I'm obsessed with it. It does not taste like mushrooms at all. It has in there collagen, which I love. It also has the protein breakthrough in there too, which is the protein, my favorite chocolate protein shake that has in there, and the microbiome breakthrough as well. That bundle set, the set of 3, is an additional 15% off. That can get 25% off with my promo code when you unlock all 3 of those together at getting them all together. So run down and use the code QUEEN to take advantage of those during November 2024. Absolutely obsessed with this sale. Side effects, that was an unexpected surprise of knowing what they were and then being able to be prepared for them. I now, many months, I've been on this medication for over 23 months. Now have been taking this for quite some time and I love it. It's part of my daily routine. At nighttime is when I take it because it does make me a little bit sleepy, which is great. Number 4, Zepbound surprises. For my first Zepbound first month, I wish I had known. The unexpected one was the social change and social aspect. For me, when I would do social stuff, it was usually revolved around food. Let's go out to dinner. Let's go get a cup of coffee. Let's go out. And now my social things have changed. I'm like, let's go for a walk. I have a friend, we meet every week to go walk 6 miles every single week. I'm like, who this? Who's this woman? It's me. And so the social dynamic, I don't want to be going to restaurants. And if I do, I have to tell people, I don't have to, I choose to. Let me correct myself there. I'm not going to eat all this food. You do you. I want you to fully enjoy your meal, but I probably am just going to have a coffee, or I'm just going to have a water, or like a sparkling water, or just a Diet Coke or whatever. I'm probably not going to, and if I do get food, it's going to be very small, but I want you to fully enjoy. Please, you have my permission. Not that you need my permission, but you have my permission. Please do whatever you wish. And so the social dynamic, sometimes I just want to avoid that whole conversation. And I'm like, let's just go for a walk, or let's just go outside or go to a park or whatever. So my social dynamics and the social meeting places for me has changed. That was unexpected because y'all, I'm a foodie, honey. I do love food. And so to change that dynamic was very, very awesome. Becoming the person I want to be. Number 5, changes in my food choices. I now have, my first month, y'all, it was for me, was my food choices. I really wanted them to change, but they didn't very much. It was more so the quantity changes versus the quality of food that I had. But it was eye-opening to me. And I wish maybe you're smarter than the average bear. I'm apparently slow. I'm a turtle. Where's my turtle picture? I'm a little turtle. And so sometimes things for me are a little bit slower. And so for me, I didn't make those food choices changes, but I wanted to put that on here because my quantity changed, the quality didn't, but maybe for you, your food choices will change. Now they have changed many months into this journey. I now am focused on high protein, nutrient dense foods like fruits and vegetables, and also that has fiber too, which is helpful for those gastrointestinal things. But the way that I eat with the protein and and you can see my other videos too in my interview with the GLP-1 dietitian and my free meal plan that's linked on countessofshopping.com. Just go down to the description link below, click that ... more button, and that will appear. But those food choices, it was the thought process started to change for me, like, if I'm not eating, I'm going from this to this, maybe within this, I should be picking better choices. If I'm only going to be eating French fries today, that's probably not very good for my body because I'm eating just such a small quantity. And so it was the revelation of, okay, let's start making better choices. If it's this, maybe I should have some fruit in there, or vegetables, or protein, or leaner protein. Maybe those French fries are going to cause me blowout diarrhea, and it's not the medication's fault. It's because I'm eating French fries. And that, by the way, for some side effects is true for me, that it's self-induced and not medication-induced either. But that revelation didn't come till later on, so that's another video. Number 6, also along those same lines, I personally didn't really start working out until many months into it. I was just rooted into, I want to change my eating habits, meaning I want to eat a lot less. I stopped binge eating at night for the most part. I still did, because binge eating was a part of my story. At nighttime, I would because I'm highly productive and functioning, once everyone went to bed, that's when I would eat, was my behavior habits. And then that started to stop. And thus it made me sleep better and start having better thoughts. And like there's a ball effect of that too. I still had sleep issues, but it was better sleep because I wasn't eating, like 2,000 calories before going to bed. And so for me, working out wasn't a part of that change on it. But again, it was the thought process of, if I have less weight on my knees and on my joints, maybe I can move a little bit easier. And if I can move a little bit easier, what would I want to be doing? And starting to ask myself those questions of what would sound fun to work out with. And so for me, it's swimming. I love walking my dog. And there's certain things that I really started to be like, I really do like those things. Maybe I'll try those. Now I do Pilates. I'm like, who is this woman doing Pilates? Like, it's my lifestyle now. These things that I never had, horseback riding, like I had not even had that concept, but starting to think those thoughts was just part of the first Zepbound first month for me. Not necessarily doing anything with those thoughts, but at least thinking the thoughts to do the action, because it's it's thought, word, deed. And so having the thoughts is the first thing before speaking it out. Number 7, Zepbound first month, my Zepbound 2.5 milligrams, the changes I had to have was balance of figuring out a shot refill system. Managing the Zepbound shortage and Mounjaro shortage has been gnarly. Like, it's been gnarly. And so now with Lily Direct, they didn't have this back when I started, but you can get the vials for Zepbound 7.5 milligrams. You can get direct through Lily Direct, the vials from the company. They're still under shortage from my understanding from people in my free encouragement group, which has thousands of people, have said to me, there's still a delay sometimes with Lily Direct, is what I've heard. I don't have experience, strength, and hope with that, so I can't directly speak on that. That's hearsay. But figuring out your refill system to get your medication with the shortage that it's technically off the FDA shortage list, but I have still experienced the shortage even though the medication is off that FDA shortage list. So for me, I can refill my medication every 23 days. I want to encourage you, when can you refill your medication? You should know that information. And I don't want to should all over everybody, but you should. Figure it out with your healthcare provider, if you have the savings card, like all of those pieces. You need to figure that out. Okay, when can I refill? What is that? How many days is that? For me, it's 23. So I literally have in my calendar every 23 days a Google auto remind before that at like the 20th mark, 20-day mark, to be like, okay, go ask for the refill or go in to see, because it's not till I pick it up. So should I put my refill in request at the 20th day mark? So I want to encourage you, figure that out. Figure that out, figure that out, figure that out. So you're not stuck with like, okay, when do I get my medication, right? Like that would be not good. That would be my encouragement for you, is figuring out a system for that too. And bonus tip number 8 is, if you have a friend who's on this, share this video with them, or if they're just starting, or if your partner. It's one of the things I've learned through my free encouragement group is a lot of people start with their spouse or their partner. Share this video with them and make sure you click the like and subscribe. I have over 400 videos talking about GLP-1 medications. So you can listen to these while you're walking or while you're trying to do your meal prep or trying to implement these new changes to have that encouragement and uplifting positivity. As well. And we do 2 things here at the Countess of Shopping community. One is your accountability question. What are you doing today? Not tomorrow, but today, this breath, this moment, this day. What are you doing today to move you closer to your goals? Tell me in the comments below. And 2, we have an emoji of the day. And that's kind of like my bat signal that you've made it this far in the video. Our emoji of the day is going to be a pink flamingo in honor of my pink shirt, my pink bow shirt. A pink flamingo, put that down in the comments. That I will pray over you. It's like my bat signal. If you don't believe in prayer, then I'll uplift you in positive thought, because all are welcome here at the Countess of Shopping table. And then number 3, all of my free resources are linked down in that description. Just click that ... more button and it will show you all of those links. And also, if you do want to go ahead and get Bioptimizers, use the discount code QUEEN. The direct link is also down in the description link below. Magnesium has been huge for me. Obviously, check with your own healthcare provider before taking supplements. Mine was like, yes. My healthcare provider is like, they're one of the best, which is true. So, my sweet friends, that has been exceptional for me in terms of these tips. I wish I had had this when I first started. I had gotten more so that people were judging me that I would have 5 heads from taking this medication. So I think we've moved a little bit beyond that, but there's still, for me, I didn't tell people because I just didn't want the judgment of other people. Not just because that's the diminishing word. I did not want the judgment of other people, and I knew that this was right for me. So I am cheering you on. And I look forward to seeing all of your success stories and your victories and where you want to go with this medication. It's been a heck of a ride for me. If you had told me when I first started this medication that I would be riding horses and um, going on roller coasters and walking 6 miles in one day every single week as like a habit that I have, and eating these delicious foods that are really, really healthful, and just my life has changed so much, and I'm so grateful. And to not have the food chatter, what a gift. So, my loves, be kind to yourself, be kind to others. I'm Countess of Shopping. Count my blessings because life is delicious. I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's video with my daily series. Mwah! See you tomorrow.